Hey everybody, welcome to PixelHangover.com. Today we got another Xbox Live Arcade game. This one's a little unique though. This one's pretty cool. It's called Happy Wars. It's actually a completely free game. We'll get into exactly how free it is here in a minute. But you can go and download this if you're Xbox Live Gold and try it out. It's about 500 megs or so. But this is kind of a new thing from Microsoft. They're going to try out the League of Legends style of game, the free-to-play type thing. So, speaking of League of Legends, this is very similar to that. This is a, what do they call it, MOAB or MOABs. This is multiplayer online battle arena type of game. So let's get into it. So we're going to dig through the menus here. It's probably going to be a longer video just to show you what you all get with this. Now, I haven't paid a dime outside of just paying my Xbox Live subscription. You do have to be gold, but I haven't played anything, and I'm checking things out here. Yeah, so there's no DLC for it currently, and I'm just checking out the menus to show you what you get when you download this game and flip around. There's a lot to this game, there really is. So, all right, so that's just the typical what we recommend in the arcade. So let's head into play and down to the meat of this game. So you can play this game, you can download it, and you don't have to pay a dime. You can level up, you can earn some coins, this and that. You do not have to pay a dime to play this game forever. However, they of course make it, what should I say, attractive to buy happy tickets. Yes, they're called happy tickets. So here we go. Here's the item shop. Bunch of different things. Here's you go. So 8 happy tickets for 80 Microsoft points. That's $1. So 50 for $5, 170 for 15. So as you can see, you have a bunch of different categories here, and you can spend those happy tickets, which looks like there's some discounts going on right now since the game just launched last Friday. These range from, I think, just these are like lucky finds, kind of like lotteries. You know, you pick it and you don't know what you're going to get, but they kind of guarantee you something in there. So there's a bunch of skin tones, weapon sets, stuff like that. I'm not quite sure exactly how much better they make you in game, but we will, when we get into some games here, you will see that some people have some pretty powerful stuff. So I don't know if that's based on rank, because you do rank up during the game. But I definitely felt like some people had some weapons out there just beasting on me. So there's your item shop. Then we can go into spinners and cards. You might as well do this anyways. You get an achievement just for doing the happy spinner. So you can go in here and spend, I believe, gold or little points that you earn just by playing the game, and you can get happy stars, is what they're called. So everything's got the word happy in this game. Happy spinner, happy stars. So in this case, I'm gonna go for looks like a weapon. I think I'm gonna put 300 on a weapon. You'll see the chunk. So if it lands within that red, I get something. So this is my first time doing it. You're not going to see the achievement pop because I turn off notifications for videos, but I assure you it did, and I got lucked out and I landed on it. So I got this neat silver saw. So attack 38. There's no magic applied to this one. So it's you know, it's kind of like, it's a loot game, except for I don't think there's really any loot that gets dropped. You do earn loot at the end of a round based on how you play. There's also happy cards. As you would imagine, you have to buy with happy tickets. I'm not quite sure if you earn happy tickets in game yet, but the only way I've been able to see them is if you actually buy them. You might earn them over a long period of time, basically making it worthless and making people want to go buy them. So they kind of tell you that you're going to get, like, I think 2 common and 1 uncommon if you buy these packs. Kind of rolling all sorts of nerdy goodness into one ball into this game is kind of what I've noticed. You go in here and let's go ahead and customize. I've been playing a lot of warrior. That's kind of my thing so far. I show all 3 classes, but I kind of really like the warrior so far. So let's mess with this dude. Let's make him just crazy. And obviously you can get different skins and a whole bunch of things. These are just the default stuff that comes in the game. I don't know what the variant difference is there, but just want to show you exactly what you can do out of the box. I'm going to make my guy of the special variety. Yeah, I'm going to go with a sick looking pale color there. So there we go. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game for what it's worth. I'm glad that Microsoft is trying something different. If you like League of Legends, you definitely should just download this and give it a shot. There are some connection issues which I'm not going to show, but I'll talk about them as we sit in the lobby. So let's dig into it. It is 15 on 15. Okay, so it's big games, dedicated servers. Now, the first video I recorded, I sat in a lobby like this for about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and it just kept connecting, connection lost, connection lost. Now, there was a beta for this game. I don't know if they've really, they know they haven't ironed out all the other issues, but this time we do get in the game. However, you'll see that what happens is, as my team was actually doing really well, the other team, I think most of them got disconnected. But let's talk about what's going on here. First, you get to select your class. I'm going to run out there with Warrior. You select your spawn point. We'll go into that in a little bit here as we take towers. So the point is similar to League of Legends, I guess. You don't have the minions running around. You are all individually controlled. So you're going to walk up to towers and left trigger, and you start building them. You're going to see my guys up here building it. You'll see as soon as it goes up, as soon as that tower's up, that's a spawn point. Pretty cool. You can bring up the menu there and say any number of things that are kind of relevant to where you are in the game or what's happening. Right stick, pull back, and you zoom back to this far. You can actually go one more, and it's almost like a top view. And then right stick forward will do that. What you see what's going on there is he's trying to do a team attack. You can hit Y if you have one available. And if you get enough team members to get involved, you actually can do a pretty powerful combo. All right, so this is it. So the other teams here, we're meeting kind of in the middle. You earn XP from, it looks like I got a kill right away, but you earn XP from pretty much everything you do in the game, from assists to kills to taking up towers to getting in. So once you get all these towers, so these are spawn points, and it's all about a push and a pull back. So look, is there enough text on the screen there? I was just thinking that out loud. There's a lot of text on the screen, a lot of stuff happening. So as you get closer to the other team's castle, the point is to break down the gate and get in and take down their master tower, which is inside their castle. Now, there's a few ways to get in there. The basic way is through the front door. There's a big gate you have to pound on for quite a while, as I spawned on that tower that we took earlier. But there's different ways that you can actually build ladders and stuff to get up into the sides and stuff. But once you get in there, that's when the craziness starts to happen. So as you can see here, the red team's losing connections. Can't even hurt them. So that was our first sign of something's not right. There's a few of them still playing, and it was really confusing. Now right here you can say spawn stronger, and I do that, I believe, in the next game we're going to get into and show you what that's about. So it's showing that everybody's in the game. Here's the top view, just in case you're curious. It's showing right there is like a catapult, like a arrow shooting thing that you can build with your team. But right now it's showing that everybody's in there, but as we're going to quickly notice is that, see, here you go, we're not really fighting anybody. So we took down the tower. That was an enemy there. And even that's a little laggy. That should be just going right back up. You'll see just pop up. So that was another, I could tell something wasn't going right. And that is the only thing I can tell you right now that I'm not too thrilled with this game, is the connection issues. But yeah, I hope they iron them out. But they did have a beta, and so I'm a little surprised to have this many issues. But because it's free, there seems to be a lot of people playing. All right, so I leveled up there. I'm a level 2 now. I think there's an achievement for you. Right there, I was listening to people that were in the game, and they said, just keep moving. Now, we're doing a team attack right here. You can see I'm moving with my teammates, staying within that circle. We never actually end up with anybody. We all have our shields out, but it wears off before we get there. As you can see, my teams push forward, take in a few of these towers, and we're actually, I think, attacking the base or getting really close to the castle. So this game's a little more just a real overview, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. The next game is pretty impressive because, boy, I tell you, we were just getting slaughtered right away, and we actually turn around and have a great victory in the end. So can't wait to get to that one. But this is definitely going to show the basics. Quite a few maps. They're all very different in style, but obviously the point is always the same. Some of them have a few different ways you can get in or around the map, but the next one's pretty restricted, and you'll see that in a minute. So you can see that gate. A lot of power on that gate. It takes a long time to get that bad boy down. Now we're building a battering ram right now, so this is pretty cool. So we built it as a group, and whoever's there can get into it and jam it in there. I think it gets destroyed, and I believe I create one here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we already got in. Never mind. So here we go. Here's the inside tower. Again, we're not really playing anybody. There's a couple people there, but they're completely outnumbered. So that's game right there. We won the game. I believe the time limit's up in the range of 15. You see we got 10:29 left, so that was a really quick match. Not normal. So we're going to celebrate, and I think we did a great job there. And as you'll see at the end here, actually I get co-MVP of this match. And it's mainly just about, you know, supporting and helping out, and things like that can land you as an MVP. So I did get an item. I got this sword, attack 38 magic. So that's the loot that I gathered at the end of that match. Ranked up to number 2. I believe there's 50 ranks. I think I saw an achievement for that, something like that. So we're going to touch on the other classes here in a minute. All right, fast forward to the next match. We are waiting for players to ready up here. So it readies up, and then it loads up. There's no real way to ready up. I think it's when your console's ready. There's a quick look at the actual controls there. There's quite a bit to it. So here we go. Totally different type of base. I'm going to pick a mage and see what happens here. I don't do very well with them. I have not leveled them up at all. I haven't really messed with them. So you got the B, you got the A. Those are your two different abilities that you have that can level up, as you see in the bottom right there. But X is just your main attack for every class so far. So there's a bomb rock right there that you can build. Say the enemy's coming across, and you can destroy these bridges to delay them. We will take a look at that later, as the other team really did a good job of keeping us at bay on their side of the map when we get there. So this is the focal point on this one. We man cannon in, and I'm trying to do a sneak around, trying to get him with some magic there, but he avoids it. Yeah, I kind of take this back route a couple times and actually do a pretty good job of messing with this team, because they hold this strong, and you're going to see a team that really do a good job. So this guy doesn't even see me coming, but I'm going to get popped from back. And you die if you fall in there. So there's a pro tip. Alright, so here we are. This is if I want to respawn stronger. The next time, I didn't have the time to do it here. But you can see that you can actually spend some of the points that I've earned in-game. I haven't spent any real money on that. And to come back with a little bit of a power-up, and you can read the description of what it is. Alright, so here's the other class. The Cleric is what it's called, I believe. So you can see me off in the distance, the enemy spawning into, and we run into a huge, just death valley right here. And you can see some of these weapons that I'm getting attacked with. I died just like that. So for a while here, actually, just listening here, I'm going to use up 2,000 on this respawn speed, or what do I do? I think I do that one right there. So I'm back in right away. I don't have to wait that. Sometimes it seems to be on a cycle every 15, 20 seconds, something like that. So is it worth 2,000 credits? I don't know. I think I had like 4,000 at the time, so I used half of them on that. Probably not. But yeah, so it looked pretty dire here at first, except for the other team was not pushing forward, and I didn't understand that. You'll see once we take this middle area over, we push forward pretty quickly, and I think that was the key. Because if you can get past this, if you can get that next tower, you can see on the map, if you get that next tower beyond, like opposite of that tower right there, everybody can spawn on that and really turn the map and flip it. Alright, getting back into battle here. See if I think this might be where I first said, screw it, I'm going around. I'm not going to sit there and die over and over. And as you can see, there's just nobody over here. So Turned out to be a pretty good strategy. As I kept watching my left there, because if anybody dies and they jump over here, that's where they're going to jump. Although they can spawn on this tower, so it's not likely that someone's going to do that. So nobody sees me back here. I start hammering on it, and I get pulverized by whatever's flying from the air here, and I don't really know where that's coming from. And that's what happens. So I'm going to get my warrior, and I'm going to try to do that again, because that worked pretty well. I got that tower about half energy there before anybody even noticed. If I wasn't getting pulverized by something over to the right there, I would have probably taken down that tower. You know, it runs pretty well. I don't see a lot of lag in game. Occasional hiccup, and obviously, well, controls are a little stiff, but they kind of work for this kind of game. I mean, those of you that are looking at this might remember, you know, what was it, Princess, Fat Princess on the PSN. Same graphic type quality or style, I should say, but it's not at all the same type of game. Definitely has the same charm, I should say. So here we go. See, they're fighting up there. They don't notice us at all. And I got another buddy here, and I think we pull this off. I don't know if it stays, though. There we go. So I got an item just for clearing up that tower before I get destroyed. But at least that kept them from spawning there, and it might have, you know, given our team a chance. Since nobody else seems to really be trying anything. They just keep running into that death trap. So it gives you little in-game updates there at the bottom as you play along. It's definitely helpful. A lot of times it'll scream out, "Hey, they're getting close to our castle." Oh, I should say you can heal each other. You can do different people have different abilities. You can request to heal. You can induce all sorts of things. It's there's a lot of chaos going on here, especially with 15 on 15. As you can see, the game's full, which I believe means that they probably have in-game join, because I don't think we joined this game with a full crew. Like I said, right now it's not hard to find a game at all. There's plenty of people playing, and it's definitely a unique experience on the Xbox 360. And if you're into League of Legends, that kind of stuff, I mean, it's definitely up your alley. We got a guy here who's guarding this gate, and I don't know what he's doing. You can really do some damage if you, just pound that X button. So they destroyed that bridge. It does come back out of. I think it's automatic. It just seems to be. We'll see that a little bit more here in a bit. And I'm probably not going to last too long here. I'm in enemy territory for sure. But to me, it seems like if you're quick thinking, you can get around. You can actually outsmart quite. There's so much chaos going on that I think if you just run away, anybody that's trying to chase you is probably going to get distracted. And peel off your tail, and here we go. This is where we start to really do some work. When you have that many people, look how fast that tower goes up. There we go. So then it's just like all out push. Let's make sure we defend this. Now everybody that's dying can spawn on that tower, which is really helpful. And after being pushed back so far, it was nice to push forward. You see some interesting skins on people here, and the game definitely has some charm. Definitely a fun little game, and like I said, it's free, so you don't have to ever pay a dime. So I'm sure a lot of people will, and I'm sure that's what they're counting on, obviously. And it's one of those things that if you want to see more stuff like this on Xbox Live Arcade, I mean, throw a couple bucks at it if you're having fun. It's still cheaper than an arcade game. And maybe buy a skin or two that you like, or you don't have to. That's the beauty of it. That's free to play. It's one of those things I never thought I'd see in Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah, they had the 1 versus 100. That was kind of by the way, very cool. I wish I'd do something like that again. That was one of the coolest things ever. I remember joining up with friends and having a trivia party. That was just fantastic. So here we are. We're pushing forward. Now we're on their half of the map, and I'm just running ahead. I don't care. I'm just going to see what's happening up here. We have a friendly up here doing some work, doing some good work. So I'm just heading right for that door. I'm just going to do some damage on it, whatever I can do before they destroy me. Now I'm checking the side here because I know in one game there was a ladder, and I think it must have been constructed a certain type of skill. So people are just dropping off there, and see, I don't know. I found it pretty easy to run away from people, and which is always handy in games like this to be able to run away. So definitely dying a lot more in this game, but to me this is more of like what this game is about. You know, we were pushed back, couldn't take over that middle area. And as a team, we really, well, I'm going to take full credit. I snuck around back and actually made that push. But as a team, we're really pushing forward here. So I'm leveled up to level 3, I believe, now. I'll take that back, a 4. And we are just going at this door. I mean, this is, you know, this is what you have to do. Get as many people as you can there and just plow away at it. And eventually it'll fall. I don't know if there's a way to regain health in the door. I wouldn't be surprised, but I haven't seen a door gain health because it does take forever to bring it down. So now, if you saw the map there, they're actually taking pillars behind us. So I believe we have some people back there fighting. They actually have more towers than we do. If you do not get into this and take their inner tower, it's whoever has the most towers taken. So if you get down to like the last minute or so, and you're by a tower, just take it, even if you're on the other side of the map, because if your team or the other team's not going to take that, you know, main base inner tower, you're gonna wanna contribute, and you might, you know, pull off the win by taking that tower way back at your base. You can see in the map top right there. After I respawn here again, that they had 2 towers, we had 1. Now, I believe I actually, on one of these, I spawned back at the base right here because it had said, hey, they're attacking the base. Now, I don't know why I didn't run to the front there. If you went to the front, it opens. I think my fear of if I open that door, would they get in? So they're trying to climb the wall here. Take care of this problem. You can see as I walk over to the right, there's people on turrets. Someone just jumped into that turret and he got destroyed. But yeah, they're in turrets and they're just shooting away over here, and kind of what was happening to me on the other side. Pretty powerful weapons up on that, on the walls there. So not much of a force here fighting us. So we take care of them. We dispatch of them quickly. And then as a group, I think there's like 3 or 4 of us that just take over this tower, which is really vital because we're getting close to 4 minutes. At this point, they might not get this far over because now they have nowhere to spawn except for their base. Or the first one, their first tower. And coming up here is really the big battle over the bridge that you're going to see. So we both kind of like, what is this dude doing right here? We don't know, but we took care of him. Oh, that's right. They have this middle tower. That's where they can spawn. But yeah, this group of 3 or 4 of us really took care of things. You see quests popping up. Quests, I believe, are like challenges. So there's like an achievement for doing 50 quests. They pop up like right there. It was construct 10 towers. All right, well, there we go. And so your allies are nearing the castle. Well, yeah. So we've been close to that castle for a while, but here we go. The enemies really push forward and they're fighting on this bridge. It keeps going up and keeps getting destroyed. Look at how fast this thing gets destroyed. Watch. And I think I'm unfortunate enough to die when I'm on it. There's a tornado. There's a power. I think that's a team. That's a team thing over there. So that's pretty cool looking. So I can do that. That was a good placement for that. But you see that bridge popped up. So some of us try to get across there. I get across there now, but I think I die. And then the next time, you can see that I kind of take some right or left, you know, side things. But this guy actually watched me do it, so I'm too weak to really fight him. Thought I was being sneaky. Didn't make it. But we can spawn right there. You see the tower in the background. That's a huge advantage because they can't. So as long as we keep spawning there, for them to get past us, they're going to have to get past that bridge, and we got a bunch of people here. So we're in a very controlling angle, except you know. So there's not much they can do. We've got them pinned down. So right now we hold all 3 towers, and that's a win. See, someone's trying to organize a team battle, but look at the arrows coming over. So this game's got some really awesome action. There's a lot to it. It's a lot deeper than I expected. And that's where the fun comes. Really, really learning, probably learning every class, getting your loot, trying new stuff, getting new spells, and I think there's definitely a lot of strategy to this. Now here they are. They're pushing over and they're yoink. So they're really pushing here, trying to push back at us. And at this point, it was more of a matter of let's hold on to the towers we have. As you can see, this is one of those cases where it would have been nice to be able to spawn quicker. And they took that tower. So here we go. Back at the middle tower. Looks like we already took the one back, so that's good. So I mean, I just wanted to bring this to you guys because I don't know if a lot of people know this is out. It came out on a Friday, an odd day for Xbox Live Arcade. This is funny. I think, yep, there I go. So this comes out on a Friday, an odd day. Yeah, it had a beta, but I don't think a lot of people know what it's about, and that it's similar to a League of Legends. You know, really childish, really dumbed down League of Legends. But there's a lot here. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. And so I thought it was worth a couple games, playthrough, an explanation of what you get, and hopefully this, there's really no reason not to download unless you just absolutely despise this type of game. But I think even if you haven't liked, say, League of Legends, a little too much, a little out of your league, no pun intended there, but maybe it's just a little too much for you to handle and you don't want to deal with it. This is totally a type of game to get you into that style of game. As they say, a gateway drug to something like League of Legends. Alright, so we are winding down here, but we're making this final push. We have breached the gate. So a bunch of guys had gotten forward and really did a good job. Probably really benefited from us earlier in the game, really plowing out. Looks like we have some bouncing. Those look like they could be minions right there. So there we go. Time up. They did control one tower, but we ended up controlling two. So there we go. There is our look at Happy War. Happy Wars, I believe. Very cool, very fun game. And you should download it, experience it for yourself, because there's a lot there. I just wanted to express how much I'm really enjoying this game, considering it's free and it's got, like I said, don't spend a dime on it if you don't want to. And here's a good example of 3 things of loot that I got at the end of that game. So thank you so much for checking things out. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again on pixelhangover.com.
Alright guys, my cousin and I are going to play some Madden. I'll be back on later.